Telecommand is a one-way transmission. Telemetry is one-way transmission from the satellite down to us, or a remote station giving us information as to its operation. So telemetry and telecommand are one way. Telemetry is what we receive from a unmanned station, and telecommand is how we send up to a satellite or a mountaintop a command for that station to do something. Telemetry and telecommand. All right, digital. We know that digital is not words, but rather tones or spaces. What is this in Morse code? SOS. Some of you may need that later on today. What letter is this in Morse code? E. This one. How about this one? A. Good. E-A-T-S-O-S. Wow, we're making good progress. These are digital codes. Morse code is a type of digital code, but Morse code is pretty antique these days, although tons of hams use Morse code. When we take our first break, we'll go outside, look at some of the vehicles, and we'll tune in to some CW. The way we do digital these days is what Dave has here, and that's the laptop. But there's something that goes between the laptop and the radio, and it's a small little element. It's called a terminal node controller, TNC. It's a question coming up. Just make a note. Oh, here it is. Turn the page, 106, T4A06, terminal node controller. This is about a $100 box. They sell them for more than that. That ties your laptop or your home computer into your ham radio. Some of the terminal node controllers are actually built right into a handheld. Not many. Yaesu has one. Kenwood has one. ICOM has one. And the terminal node controller marries digital coming over the airwaves to radio and radio to digital. It's a magic little link that has to be there. Terminal node controller, TNC. How many have a laptop with a sound card in it? Right, most do. You can receive digital with a laptop directly. You don't even need the terminal node controller. But be very careful that you do not overdrive your sound card. Don't run full volume into your laptop because you could damage. That's what the terminal node controller does, is it helps control too high of a level. But if you're careful, you can take the output of a ham radio that's receiving digital and be able to decode what it is sending. And here's what, there we go. Oh yeah. Isn't that great? All right, this is digital that's coming over. This is on the 2-meter band. Around what? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's what your computer's doing. It's looking at that data stream and it says, oh yeah, got it. And then it'll print out what's coming over that. And what I'll do is I'll pass along this radio, and this radio will begin to decode that, and it takes it a moment to warm up. This is a Kenwood radio. Yaesu also has capabilities. And what you'll see is every time you hear that noise, you'll see a new call sign come up on the radio, and there's a way of seeing where that call sign is coming from, where they're going, how fast they're driving, what altitude, whether they had coffee or no. But anyway, now right now, it's not doing anything. Wait till we hear a squawk, and as soon as we do, you'll see that was WB6NOA. He's driving a Honda. That was KI6RRX. That was K6. See how smart this is? This is smarter than we are because we can't understand that. So what we'll do is we'll demonstrate this radio. You just take a listen to the radio. Okay, you can hold on to it. No. And every time you hear that squawk, you should see that radio come to life with someone's call sign. I'm happy to say that when you're driving around town, you don't have to listen to this noise. But for those emergency managers, you wonder, Anna, where your folks are? If they have APRS, you can actually see where they are. And if you go out to the band after our first break, you'll actually see them placed on a map and see where they are throughout Orange County. So a great resource of tracking your volunteers.
Is that what they do in Baker to Vegas, right?
That's right. Baker to Vegas, they use that to see where the runners are. You can even see how fast they're running, which is great. All right, this is called digital. Now, different types of digitals, bottom of page 105, T8DO1. This many times is on the test. And it says, what are some examples of digital? And just know that all of those are examples. Packet is what we're listening to right now. It's a small packet of information, and every time you hear a squawk, who's got that wonderful radio, you'll see it on the screen. So wait till a squawk, and you'll see a new call sign. Did you get a call sign? Good. Is that great? So this is packet. Another type of transmission that we use on the worldwide bands is called PSK31, phase shift key. Another one is multiple frequency shift key, MFSK. So for question T8DO1, all of these choices are correct. In fact, on your tech exam, usually the answer, all of these choices, is usually your best answer. Turn the page. What's that device that goes between the laptop and the ham radio called a terminal node controller?
Which method do they use for transmitting weather faxes?
Okay, weather facsimile is digital. Now you're speaking of the weather charts, and that is called it's called facsimile, and it uses 16 different tones for 16 shades of gray or 16 colors, and that is found on the worldwide bands. And it's not a real fast method. It takes 10 minutes to do a weather chart. But that is called weather facsimile. And good news, you can buy a CD program that you load into your laptop, and without the terminal node controller, you can receive weather facsimile. In fact, your laptop can receive most of these digital modes, including this packet. But to send it, we don't send weather fax, but to send information out, then you really need that little magic box called a, what's that box called? No. Terminal node controller. Okay. Page 107. T8B11, way down there at the bottom. How about, can we send our position through a satellite, through a ham satellite, and have it echo? And the answer is yes. And again, that is called FM packet radio. In fact, the International Space Station has an automatic packet repeater. So when the space station is overhead, and your buddy in Louisiana can also see the space station at the same time, you can actually send packets of information to each other. But that repeater, that space station, has to be in the air. Page 108. Write this down somewhere, APRS.FI. APRS.FI.